Hey y'all, this is JR, one half of the R&B representative. Shout out to my sister Naturally Elise. And this is the seventh episode of JR's Motown Life. Now, this episode, I decided to talk about Gladys Knight and the Pips with I Heard It Through the Grapevine. Don't you know that I heard it through the grapevine? How much longer would you? Don't you know that I heard it through the grapevine? Hey, yeah, now just about to lose my mind. Woo, love that song. Sorry. But this song was released in 1967. It was number 2 on the pop charts. It was number 1 on the R&B charts. And it was produced and written by Norman Whitfield and Barrett Strong. Now, with this song, Norman Whitfield really wanted to out-funk Aretha. He did. He wanted to out-funk her because he realized he got it, but Barry didn't get it. He realized that Aretha came in and kind of changed the sound, and now you had these strong vocals and over these funk type of songs. You know what I mean? And it was like one thing about Norman Whitfield, he was one that was always in the streets. He knew the new sound, what the kids were listening to, and he knew. So when Gladys came in and he started working with her, he like, okay, we got somebody that can kind of be the answer to Aretha. But Barry did not get it. He did not get it at all. You know what I mean? But this song was released, and what's so sad about it is, Gladys and the Pips was actually on the soul label of Motown, and they didn't really get pushed like they were supposed to. You know what I'm saying? It was like they wasn't a part of um Tamla or Gordy or regular Motown. They was on soul. So Barry didn't really pay too much attention, but thank God that Gladys and the Pips had a connection, a relationship with a lot of DJs. So when a lot of, when they talked to DJs, the DJs would play it, and then it caught on. And once it caught on, then Motown started putting money behind it. And that's how, I heard it through the grapevine, ended up being the biggest single at Motown at that time. You know what I mean? Without, Barry and them promoting it in the beginning, Gladys and them had to really go on the circuit and talk to DJs and all that. Then it kind of hit after that. And then, boom, the song kind of just blew up. But like I said earlier, Norman Whitfield realized that they had an answer to Aretha. And I think if Barry would have focused a lot on Gladys, I think Gladys could have really took Motown even further because she had the voice. You know what I'm saying? Like Lil Richard said, when she said, I heard it through the grapevine, she meant it. You know what I mean? But, Barry was so focused on Diana being the queen of Motown, he didn't realize what he had when he had her. You know what I mean? So it's kind of sad. But, hey, it is what it is. This song is Gladys's song. She was the first to release it, and that's just what it is. But a lot of people, as far as covers and things like that, Smokey Robinson and the Miracles, I meant, actually was the first people to record the record. They recorded it in 1966, but they didn't release it until 1968 on their special occasion album. And then Marvin's version came out in 1968 after Gladys, but he actually recorded it in 1967, early 1967, before Gladys and the Pips. So in reality, Gladys and the Pips actually recorded it, were the third to record it, but theirs was the first to be released. You know what I mean? So hey, it's still Gladys's record. She's the first person for it to be released, but she wasn't the first person at Motown to record it. It was actually the Miracles in 1966. You know what I mean? But hey, it's Gladys's song. But there's so many people that covered it, y'all. After Gladys, obviously people know Marvin's version. Then after that, you had like Bobby Taylor and the Van Cougars did it. Ella Fitzgerald did it. Creedence Clearwater Revival did it. Undisputed Truth that actually worked with, Norman Whitfield did it and all that good stuff. But I think over like 25 people actually, recorded it. You know what I mean? But I heard it through the grapevine. First release is Gladys Knight and the Pips. And I wanted to actually do, a Motown life talking about Gladys because Gladys should be discuss when you're talking about Motown, but like she said on her biography, they were not in the in crowd. You know what I mean? They were getting kind of like the hand-me-downs from the Pips, and I'm not the Pips, the Temptations and the Four Tops and the Supremes and Martha Reeves. They wasn't in the in crowd. And she doesn't get really the love that she deserves. But baby, when I heard through the grapevine, that's Gladys's record. You know what I mean? So wanted to give Gladys her respect. Is again, she's my favorite singer of all time. So love her and all that good stuff. But y'all go listen to I Heard It Through the Grapevine. Play Gladys's version first, and then you can play Marvin and all that. Because I'm actually gonna talk about Marvin's version later on, later. But it's all about Gladys. So hopefully y'all got some background, just some behind the scenes, some background of what happened with the record and all that good stuff. So hopefully you learned something and everything was good. But I will see y'all next week on JR's Motown Life. Peace.